Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. I don't know whether it's going to look any different or not, but I've got a different phone now, and this is the first video that I am making with the new phone. I've just realised how much polish I've got all over my hands, so I'm just going to clean that off. But yeah, so this is the first video I'm making with my new phone. So I'm not 100% really that sure like how to use it and stuff like that. It's different to my old one, and I had the old one for a really long time, so I'm gonna learn, obviously, but just bear with me. I mean, we'll get there, just like I did with my last one. So what I'm going to be doing on this set is, I'm just going to show you first of all what colours I'm going to be using. It is day 20 of the Sparkle Supplies UK Advent Calendar, so I am going to be using this beautiful French Rose foil, because that is the product of today. Then I'm going to be using white and then two different shades of pink. We've got Pink Petals and Dolly Daydream. And then I'm going to be using Peachy Nude as my base for the nails, because we all know how much I love Peachy Nude. It goes with absolutely everything. So that is what I'm going with. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. I'm going to do 2 coats of this to both of the nails. I will do those off camera just to make it a little bit quicker so we can get straight into the design. And then we're going to be doing some marble design, because I haven't done marble for ages, basically. I actually don't remember the last marble design that I did. Like, I've done it on, oh, my nose is going to change. I've done it on clients a couple of times lately, actually, in the festive, like, Christmas period with some Christmassy colours, and it's looked really effective. And that is what has given me the idea to do it basically for a video, because I haven't done one on camera for a long time. So I'm going to do them now, basically. So I'm just going to, like I said, do 2 coats of this colour on both these nails, and then I will come back when I've done that. So while that, I was going to say while that hand is in the lamp, it's a bit odd, I'm not working on hands, but while those two are in the lamp just finishing off curing, I'm just going to get my colours ready on my palette. So I'm going to get my lighter pink. I've put way too much on there. Pick a bit up. My lighter pink shade, which is Pink Petals from Gel Perfection, and then my slightly darker pink shade, which is Dolly Daydream. And then I'm also going to put some white on my palette, and also some, I'm not putting as much white, I don't need too much of that. And I'm also going to put some of the Evol foil gel on here as well. So far so good with the phone. I have found that the autofocus on this phone is actually much, oh gosh, is actually much better than my last phone. My last phone was pretty non-existent, actually, to be fair, in terms of autofocus. So what we're going to do now is complete our marble. So I'm just going to clean off my brush, make sure there's nothing on there. And then first of all, I'm just going to create my outline for my marble. So I'm just going to go randomly, like so, and then just create some squiggly lines, basically. That's the professional term for it. Very, always professional. That was definitely sarcasm, definitely not correct. And then once I've done that, I'm going to remove the majority of the excess off my brush, but I don't need to worry about every last bit. And then I'm going to go in with my lighter pink. I'm not really too bothered about blending them together at the moment. This is more just the point of applying the colours to the nail. And then again, get off the excess of that colour so I can go in with my white. White is obviously quite, what's the word? Well, it's like a really obvious colour, isn't it? So I don't want to put too much in, because white can actually just mix with other colours and create another colour, and I just want these 3. So then this is when I'm just going through all the colours with my brush. I'll clean it off when I get too much on it. But this is how I'm creating my marble effect. Just making sure my side walls are covered evenly. And then once I've done that, I want to obviously have a look at it, see what I think. I feel like I need some more of the darker pink, not too much. So I'm brushing off, I'm getting the excess of colour off my brush and then going back into that darker pink and just pulling that through. And that's what it looks like. So that is the marble look I'm going for. There's multiple ways to do marble, but this is the effect that I want today. So I'm going to pop that into my lamp for a full cure while I do the same thing on the other nail, but this time I'm going to do it in a different area. So I'm going to go up here and down the side this time to make it a bit different from the other one. And again, just adding the colour on now. Not putting too much effort into this bit because, well, you can't really, because you don't really know how it's going to end up and where you want everything. Definitely didn't want that dot there. So I'm just going to get my clean up brush and just wipe that away, and also get that hair that I've just added to the nail with this brush by accident. Did I? Or is it in the nail? I think it's actually in the coat of the colour. So I'm just going to cover it up, basically. That's my method of sorting that out. And then I'm going to go in with the other colours. I have added a bit more of the darker one this time, just because obviously I was lacking that in the last nail, so I'm learning from that and adding some more this time. And then once I've got a lot of colour on there, I don't want too much because obviously you don't want it to be too thick where it doesn't cure. And then I'm just going to get my white. And I'm not actually going to pick up any more white, I'm just putting one bit on there. And then I'm using my brush that's already got the white on it to go through those colours that are already on there. And then at this point, I'm just going to pick a bit more white up. And I'm just making sure that the cuticle area is neat and that the side walls are all covered. And then I will look at it, see if I want any other colour anywhere that is not there. I do want a bit more of the darker colour just through this area here. I'm just getting a bit on my brush and dragging it through like so. So that's what that marble looks like. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure. The other one's finished now. So with this one, I'm just going to remove the tacky layer because this is when I'm going to apply my foil gel. So obviously I don't want my foil to stick to all of the nail, just where I apply my foil gel. So I'm just going to give that a wipe over with a lint-free wipe. And then apply my foil gel. So I'm using the same brush as I just did. It's the Magpie Striper. And then I'm going to get some of my foil gel. And I'm going to take that along the line of where my marble meets the nude colour. So I'm just outlining the marble basically. I want it to be quite thick and I want it to be really random. So I'm just going to create some random bits coming out of it. Like so, just completely messy, not too worried about it. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full 60-second cure. The other one has just finished, just in time. So while that one's in, I'm going to do the same thing for this one. And I'm going to apply my foil gel again. Just along that line where that meets. So I'm first just going in with my line to make sure I actually cover the line first. That's job number one. And then once I've done that, that's when I'm just going to go in with my brush and create random strokes around that line. So it ends up a bit more random when I apply the foil. I'm going to keep that one to the side just for a second because I don't want to put it in the lamp halfway through the other one's cure. So while I'm waiting another 10 seconds for that, I'm going to get my foil. This foil is just such a stunning colour. It's really difficult to pick up on camera, but it really is beautiful. So I'm just going to cut off a really small piece. Obviously we don't need a lot for this design. And I can pop that away. That nail is now finished curing. So I'm going to take that one out and pop the other one in. And I'll apply my foil gel to this one while we wait. So I'm now just going to go in and apply my foil to that area Definitely should have took it off the backing first to make life easier, but never mind. And then doing those random squiggles without really paying much attention just makes it look completely random. Obviously that was the look I was going for. You can always do it neatly on purpose and have a nice neat outline, but I wanted something just a bit funky really, a bit all over the place. So that is exactly what I've done here. That one is now done, so I'm going to top coat this. I need to locate my top coat. But in the end, there it is. I've had my diamond glitters delivery now, so I've got loads of top coat, which is good because it means that the top coat I'm not really keen on, that I've been using for a while waiting for that order, I can now use just for YouTube videos, which is good. So I'm just top coating that, floating it over the foiled area to make sure it's really, really coated, because this is a top coat where I have to remove the tacky layer and I don't really want to take that foil off when I do that step. So there's that. I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure while I add the foil to this nail. There we go, that's the look we're going for, just completely random. Sometimes it's nice to make a mess on purpose and get a good design out of it. The only problem is obviously it's a bit of one of those designs where you're not 100% how it's going to turn out until it comes to applying the foil, but it's fine because if it goes well, it's worth it. So I'm just going to top coat this nail and then I'll put them in the lamp. I'll remove that tacky layer that I was talking about from this top coat and then I will show you what they look like at the end. So here is the finished design. This is what they look like at the end. I absolutely love this coloured foil. It's beautiful. And if you saw my last metallic foil video of this like advent calendar series, you'll have saw how magical it is when you put velvet top coat on, like matte top coat. It looks absolutely incredible. So I'd highly recommend doing that with this one as well, because it does come to life when it's metallic and matte mixed together. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.